Hey, my name's Senam, and my business partner and I both produce music, and we've been running a beat store, which he started around 3 years ago. It's called GMP, and through YouTube uploads and the beat store, we sell music instrumental licenses to artists. And for the past year, after numerous conversations over Zoom and in person, we saw that GMP had potential. We knew from analysing other digital product businesses, beat stores, as well as YouTube channels that we could branch out and make GMP into something bigger. All in all, we just wanted to help our artists and just give back as much resources and value to them as possible. We weren't really sure how we could go about this. We weren't really sure what are the artists' pain points, like what is it exactly like they want aside from beats. Kind of branding should we go with? What strategy should we implement? Like, they even be interested? So I had all these questions like just floating around without any solutions at all. Fast forward a few months later, I came across the Accelerator program. Now, the Accelerator Scholarship, for those who don't know, it's a 10-week program where you're given between 1.5 to 2K in terms of funding, alongside weekly support from the university, as well as a specialized business coach. So shout out to Heather and Chris. A lot of insights we've gained from them, and they really helped us out in terms of connections and just extra advice. So thanks a lot. Alongside that, you're now in like an environment where you're around other people who are also grinding on the startup ideas, and it's just a great place to be in because you're going to be exposed to extra advice, feedback, new ideas, and just different ways to approach your startup idea in general. So it really helped give, I guess, us inspiration as well as extra accountability in terms of getting things done during the 10 weeks. The main aim of the program is for you just to be in a place where you really just go all in and just test out, explore a validation in terms of your business idea. And for us at the time, it was perfect timing. Okay, over numerous calls, feedback, survey responses, emails, DMs, we spoke to just under 100 different artists, and we gained quite a lot of key insights from the feedback that they gave, but from the program as a whole. The first insight was to realize that with the GMP, it's going to be difficult for us to scale it if the only value proposition we were given was going to be around our beats. The fact that beats was what attracted our audience to GMP in the first place, it didn't really mean that was the only thing that artists wanted. And this led to the second insight, which was a lot of things which artists were looking for was just extra tools, resources, guides, and just information based on how to really create the best music as possible, how to promote it properly, and how to find that audience that they could connect with and build the brand around. So from that, we realized that was an opportunity for GMP to offer some extra value. And the third insight was the conversations that we had felt more like it was just us speaking to a mate who literally came around to our house, having a chat, just getting to know them, and then after we just make music together. That was the kind of vibe that we got from the calls. And because we picked up on that, we realized that, okay, in terms of future business decisions that we're gonna make, it's important that we build genuine relationships with artists. Alongside that, we take a community first approach to any kind of products or services that we're going to offer in the future. So those three were, I guess, business insights that we got, but there were two more that were a bit more personal for myself. So the first point was the importance of environment, and what you consume really is really important. Found myself like during the 10-week period to be really focused and just absorbed in the process, which was awesome. Clear goals were set, start producing tasks which I had to do in order to actually move the needle. I was clearly defined, and I had like forcing functions within my environment to actually get me to do the work. For example, the accountability calls with the business coach based around tasks which I had to do between each call. I also had accountability calls with the other students on the team, so shout out to them. But at the same time, I had accountability calls with my music production friends as well, just so we could all just like make sure we're grinding and making progress with what we're doing. Last but not least, I decided to get out of my comfort zone and start documenting the process as well. And this kind of links into the other insight which I gained as well. It was just the importance of documenting the journey. Due to the Accelerator and the progress we made over the past few weeks, we're now at a point where we're building out website funnels, and we're trying to grow an artist collective and build GMP into a brand that artists really respect and continue to get a lot of value from. Because of this, there's quite a lot of things that we're working on right now. They aim to continue to document the whole journey, and hopefully, fingers crossed, like if things go well, we can get to a point where we've documented something, and in a sense, we've now created like a content asset for ourselves. With this, we can literally share information to other like-minded people who are either gone similar journeys themselves, or people who are just interested in general. So yeah, document the journey, that's like a really key point. Alright, so if you're a student and you have the idea that you've always wanted to test out, or maybe you're already working on a project but you just want to take it in a different direction, then I'd highly recommend that you apply. Even if your startup idea isn't like in a very technical field, it doesn't matter. I saw such a wide variety of just different ideas, from board games to streetwear to literally building sustainable toilets, to building drones, to literally selling beats online. Highly recommend to apply, because without the Accelerator program, we wouldn't have been in an environment where we could just totally focus on just getting market feedback. Because of that, we're now in a position where we're working on our MVP, and we're going to be launching that to artists hopefully by end of this year. So yeah, if you're interested and you want to join the next cohort, then I recommend you check out the university website, which has all the links, all the details for you. And there's extra information on the LinkedIn page and on Handshake as well.